been unclear all day, hasn't it, really, as to whether these talks are actually going to get started. What's your understanding of where both Iran and the US are at the moment?
The systemic weakness that we're witnessing in Iran when their chief negotiator and Speaker of the Parliament, Ghalibaf, is attacked is that there's no coherence within the ruling strata, partially because the supreme leader was eliminated and a whole echelon of military leaders were too. Partially is because there are real differences of opinion. When they're quoting their supreme leader, the new supreme leader, with the same last name of the previous supreme leader, Mojtada Khamenei, saying that the Iranian Navy will fight, well, I have news for him. There is no Iranian Navy. It's on the bottom of the ocean. However, they can disrupt the movement of oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz by shooting at the tankers with drones or with missiles launched from the shore. And that is a real challenge. With all the military superiority, can the United States protect the shipping in the Strait of Hormuz? And no, Iran does not have a right to charge transit fee. This is a strait that connects two natural bodies of water. And under the international maritime law, Iran cannot block it, cannot blockade it, and cannot charge. And if the United States allows Iran to do so in any kind of future military, negotiated solution, that means our international maritime law is going down the tubes. And for example, the United Kingdom can charge ships that are transiting the English Channel, or as the European call it, La Manche.
I mean, the strait was open before all this, just a few weeks ago. Has this not been a huge strategic error by the Trump administration?
No, because what is at stake is the Iranian status of the nuclear weapons power, and arguably the JCPOA that people so much like to laud was not sufficient. And this was Trump's opinion all along for many, many years, that Iran should not be allowed to have nuclear weapons. And at 60% enrichment that the Iranians disclosed proudly, 400 kilograms, if I remember correctly, sufficient for 10 to 11 atomic bombs. That was the death knell of the Iranian nuclear program.
Okay, but if what you're saying is that much of the Iranian leadership, which does appear to be the case, has obviously been taken out, and that there isn't a clear necessary line of command and decision making, is the US team also big enough? Does it have the technical expertise? Because the last Iran deal that Trump, of course, pulled out of took years and major complex negotiations, and yet President Trump is obviously under pressure, not least within the US, to get a deal soon.
President Trump, among other things, is under pressure because the Democratic Party decided to politicize this war, disregarding the national security threat from Iran, not just to the United States, but also to the world, to Europe, and to the US allies. And the United States is capable of bringing Iran not just to the table, we did that, but to sign the agreement that the United States and its allies need. It didn't happen yet. And things like that, the major shifts of national policy, it takes time to take place. And as you correctly mentioned, even for JCPOA, it took a lot of time. It may take a lot of time now, more time. And I don't agree. The United States is still the mightiest military power in the world. It has tremendous resources, much, much bigger than the Iranian resources. And it'll take as long as it takes to bring Iran to the point that both the United States, the European allies, and the Middle East allies of the United States need. Otherwise,
just very quickly, are you talking days or weeks?
Otherwise, we will end up with nuclear-armed Iran, which is not acceptable.
Okay, and just very in a sentence, do you think that we're talking still days or weeks or longer?
Probably weeks.
Okay, Dr. Ariel Cohen from the Atlantic Council, many thanks indeed.